Alright, so I'm going to try to use the Metabo blades. I'll let you know what they do, how they do in comparison to some others. It's a 24 tooth, and we're going to be using it to cut a deck up. So it's kind of reminds, when I hear Metabo, Ryobi, Makita, I always think of Japanese karate moves. Metabo! But anyway, we're going to give it a shot and see how good they are. About $24 for 3 of them. Whew. Already been through 4 hours. Forgot to have you along when we went picking out lumber and everything else. But today we're replacing this deck with something better. An 8x10 with 6x6 posts at his request, and a cover and skirting around it, metal roofing. So we're going to start out with building the frame. Show you what I did. Really doesn't take that much more to do it on 16-inch scissors. So come on over here, 1.5 inches there. I want 16 on center, so I'll go back 3/4. 16's the center. Inch and 5/8, make a mark. And then start from this one. Remember, this is 16-inch on center, and then back 3/4, and then inch and 5/8. Okay. 16, 32, 48. Now, inch and a half, inch and 5/8. 16, 32. You got to check these because they make them a little bit longer. What I'm going to do from here is I take that speed square. Now I've got these lined up perfectly together. And I transfer it over to the other one. That way I got both of them laid out the same. And you can do this with the framing square also. right. Now we've got to cut. Well, what you end up with this is an 8 by 10, so I've got 10 long on these, but we need 8 foot from one end to the other. So now these are 1.5 inches, 1 5/8 inches thick. So you actually need 8 foot, which is 96 inches. Okay, minus 1 5/8 inches and 1 5/8 inches. Okay, so that would be 92 3/4. You're subtracting that 3 1/4 from that 96. Okay, 92 3/4. That's what all these 8 footers have got to be. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 92 3/4. So I have to cut them too. Arrow, point being where the mark needs to be squared from. If I was having problems seeing it, what I would do is put a circle around it so I know where it is. So 5 there, 6, 7.
There's 10 total.
Yeah, 1 extra. That's good, because I make a mistake. The day I stop making mistakes would be the day I'm dead. Alright, mark these 2. Then I use a speed square on that.
That it?
We gotta cut them off. Alright, so we cut them all off. They need to be cut off. Line them up per the marks and put this 10 footer on this end, that one on that end. Now we're going to line them up on those marks, make sure they stay level here, and put screws in them. Make sure it stays square. Get both ends first, that way I can just slip the others in between.
Okay, that wasn't working very well. You have to cut that? No. My bad.
Lift it up a little bit.
Can you hold it for you?
No, I got it. I can handle it. I've been to handling school. Let's say I can.
I'm pretty sure handling school is free too.
No, it was
Experience.
hard knocks. Lots of hard knocks. How not to do it. Oh, just like Edison. 1,000 ways to not do it.
The best free thing in the world is experience.
Love that impact. Makes me look better than what I actually am. Get screw started.
Honestly, the reason why I like Ryobi so much is because the battery is so easy.
You push it all over. That's open on the bottom. That or pull it this way.
You probably suck it up.
Yeah, but it's got a. This is twisted.
Oh, that one's twisting?
Okay, now we put the screws, 3 screws per, on those lines, and we're ready to put it in place. We'll tear down that deck that's existing and fasten this up temporary, square it up, show you how we do that. Okay, so we got a notch on 2 sides, this way the customer wants it, and it's at 22 and 28 through 28 3/8. That's on one side. Then I also need to transfer it to this other side, so it'll literally be sitting over in that corner. Now, I only want it to be 1 5/8 or so. So what I normally do is I set my saw like 1 3/4 in depth. Okay, I look like closer to 1 7, but that's fine. And then I start cutting in small. might have to get a chisel out. If you don't have a chisel, you can use a screwdriver. You can also use a saw blade a little bit. But in this case, it's pine and it's not got no knots in it, so it's coming up pretty good. All right. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
The Metabo blade has done well. It's not a bad investment. I think it drags a little bit, but it cuts well, and it's held its edge for quite a while now. We've cut a lot with it, so it's not going to be a bad investment for you to buy. I think it'd be a good one. So Metabo blades are good. All right, we worked very late, and we got back here late. That's how we made up for it. No, actually, we were doing work that was dirty, nasty, and didn't want to, you know, video that and show you guys that. It was dirty and nasty. Too dirty and too nasty. It was working on sewer. A distribution box where you take one pipe out of the septic tank and then spread it out into several others. The distribution box had collapsed. We had to dig it out, clean it out. Wasn't gray water, it was black water. Nasty, nasty work. So we got here late to make up for being late yesterday, leaving like it was 7:30. So anyway, we did get a lot done. We're gonna do a lot more. So stay with us and we'll see what we end up getting. All right, so we're gonna put a top on this. I want it to be 12 foot, but I also want to allow for a board on each outside. So it'd be 12 foot minus 3 1/4. There's our 12. 1, 2, 3 1/4 right there. So that way we can put a board on the outside. Make a cleaner look. So I take my speed square. Line these up here. Now I'm going to do my layout with the board being on the outside. I'm going to do 2 foot centers. That's a center. So back 3/4 to be the outside. Okay. You want to see my 5-hour shadow or whatever. This is what happens after I sweated and we worked all day long as hard as we could. I'm sorry we didn't bring you with us, but we had to hustle, and we really hustled. I've been sweating all day, and that kind of sweat is, say, sell in Japan for aphrodisiac, because that's rare. No, it's not. Anyway, I did sweat a lot. We built the ramp, put the handrails up. This dog is not going to jump over a coffee cup, but he won't be able to fall off this ramp. It's got handrails. The dog can't reach them, but maybe we'll take you when whenever the metal shows up. They decided to say they don't know when it's going to show up, sometime next week. But it's got gates on it so that they can feel a little more secure. And guess what? We're like the Beverly Hillbillies going home. So that's the old deck. This is the new deck. Hopefully I can have one of these where I have you guys with me all the way.